another reaction. So Nick Wright and those guys, they talk about this Randy Moss top 5 quarterback thing. They got the top 4 locked down, but they saying who should be 5. I want to hear what they have to say, and let me go ahead and roll the tape. Sometimes I'll be thinking Chris Broussard need to stick to basketball, man, because 5 to 15, that's a long range, bro. Like, nah. Nah. He capping on that one. And he doing this television thing being, hyperbolic per se. Get the Jayden Daniels glazing. He had a good season as a rookie. I'm telling you, I don't want to pray on his downfall, but there's going to be some slippage going into the sophomore year. I've seen this time and time again. There's a history of this. We were just talking about Cam Newton a couple videos ago. Cam Newton had a phenomenal rookie year. He had another good year, too, to the point he made it to the Super Bowl, right? But after that, there was a decline, like a steep decline. Even C.J. Stroud, just recent history, had a great rookie year. Nobody seen it coming. And then next thing you know, there was a decline. He wasn't the same guy. He wasn't as accurate. He wasn't making the passes he was making his rookie year. And who's to say, the Washington Commanders don't do the same, because nobody's seen them coming. But now people will prepare for Jayden Daniels. You got a year of tape on him. Let's see how he handled that. When you put rookies in the top 5, it's always spooky with that. Because, again, most of the times you don't really see rookies coming, but you get year 2, year 3, and then It's just like being the all-pro. Yeah, you did it one time. Let's see if we could do it again where teams prepare for it, right? So that's what I have to see from Jayden Daniels. But to call him top 5 right now is ridiculous. I know it's crazy to say this in 2025, but you can't sleep on what Zach Ertz added to that team. Like, Zach Ertz was like a weapon on that team. He was a weapon. Because I think Zach Ertz got about probably close to 100 yards against us. So to say he just had one weapon, I think Noah Brown, before he got hurt, he was having a good year. If I'm saying that right, if it was him. I think Austin Eckler was fine. Again, of course, Terry McLaurin. So they had a decent unit. Then that defensive side of the ball, yeah, we clowned them for signing all older guys, but they came to play. Let's be honest. Like a Bobby Wagner had a good season. So to say like they just had this abysmal team is crazy. And the only reason why they made it to the NFC Championship game is because the Lions literally had no defense. Like, they had no defense at all. So yeah, it boosted Jayden Daniels and the Washington up, because we like, the Lions, no Aiden Hutchinson, no linebackers, no cornerbacks. They had nobody. So yes, Washington should have won that game when you really. I totally agree. I can't believe I'm agreeing with Nick Wright. I totally agree. Because we act like Joe Burrow don't have weapons. Let's be honest. He got Jamar Chase, who people consider the best receiver, or at least top 3 receiver. T. Higgins is basically on the like Devontae Smith level. They basically got what we got on offense. And they are struggling to make it to the playoffs. Why is that? Why is that? I know a lot of you guys going to say the defense, but let's take it back 2 years ago. Joe Burrow was struggling in the beginning of the season. Struggling. And then they went on this hot streak, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough, man. So while we look at it like the guy that's getting the numbers and not making it, but a guy that's really not getting the numbers, but is making it, going to the Super Bowl, hell, even won the Super Bowl in Jalen Hurts. Why can't he be in the top 5 if his team is winning with the same type tier level of talent that Joe Burrow has? Jalen Hurts have too, but they will kill Jalen Hurts for it. I didn't even want to use that word, but you guys know what I mean. They would kill Jalen Hurts for it, but praise Joe Burrow for having those weapons. Maybe because he getting the numbers. I know we talking about ring culture, but honestly, are we in stat culture? Is stats is everything? Is it really everything? Because sometimes you got to look at the eye test. Like, okay, something not right. I know the stats say this, but when I'm watching it, it just don't look right. I don't know what type of culture this is. So you got to do the flip. Like, Nick Wright is saying, you're going to praise one guy for losing. You got to praise one guy for winning. So I could go with that. If you were starting the team, like, oh, boy, I really don't like that argument, but whatever. I mean, a lot of people going to say if they're starting the team, they're going to pick, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson and those guys. But besides Patrick Mahomes, who's really getting the results? Well, Lamar Jackson had plenty of all pros and pro bowlers on his team. Can't get anywhere. Joe Burrow has an elite offense, still can't get nowhere. But that guy, y'all keep saying, oh, you was starting a team and you guys don't pick him, he continues to win. So does stats really just matter to you guys? Yeah, they going to get the stats. Hell, they might put butts in the seat in the stadium, but they ain't going to add no trophies in that case. They not. I totally agree. It's just unfair to say, oh yeah, because Joe Burrow get all these stats, but he's losing. He get all those stats, but he got a Jamar Chase. It's not like he working with nobodies. He get the stats because he got the talent, but he's not winning. So you elevate him from that, but you don't elevate for Jalen Hurts winning. I don't get it. I simply don't get it. Jayden Daniels, oh man, 1 year though. This is all off of 1 year. 1 year. I just want to see him do it again. I have to see him do it again, man. This is ridiculous. 1 year. He beat up on the Lions team that didn't have no secondary, no defensive line. Okay, cool. I mean, the Tampa one is pretty even, but Washington was the better team. But they got some sneaky wins, like when they beat us. They knocked our quarterback out the game. When they beat the Bears, it was a Hail Mary. Like, they got some really sneaky wins. I want to see if they could get that lucky again, whereas though they could go to the playoffs and play a beat-up secondary team. Like, you seen when they ran into a real team, put 55 on their head. Like, we got to stop this, man. This is crazy. Crazy. So, you should have seen. Did you see Jalen Hurts in those big moments? I know 2023, that was the collapse year, right? And I hate talking about it, but Jalen Hurts, if I'm not mistaken, he broke records for game-winning drives, winning games by 10 points down or more, something like that. Like, he was breaking records. Like, Jalen Hurts basically saved that season from us not being a playoff team. A lot of people don't talk about that record. A lot of people mention it with Jayden Daniels, though. Oh, he came back in these game-winning drives. But 2023, we had the same thing with a bad coaching staff. The problem with 2023, a lot of people remember those last 4 or 5 games. But go back and watch the Buffalo game. Just go back and watch the beginning of the season. But I know the Buffalo game is the one that stick out to people more because Buffalo, they were supposed to win that game. We just came back and, we did what we did. We won that game. But, man, Jalen Hurts, those game-winning drives, I mean, with the game on the line, Jalen Hurts, last year, watched the Saints game when everybody was out. And it was time to win. He made the call at the line. Like, oh, they in this defense. We're going to hit Dallas Goedert here. They got the basically game-winning touchdown. So, Jalen Hurts can do those same things. I'm just saying, Wild's made a point. But long one, this is a long video. Wanted to react to this. I seen this come up on my algorithm. I'm like, let me see what these guys got to say. But I got to say, I agree with Nick Wright. I really, really do. The only thing I disagree with Nick Wright when he said, like, if you take Mahomes out of it, Josh Allen get all these votes. I think it will be a lot closer between Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. I think it will. I think they damn near same level. I might even put Lamar Jackson over Josh Allen, and I love Josh Allen. I don't know, man. I don't know Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow, whatever you want to put there, really separate themselves too much. Now, again, Patrick Mahomes, different guy. But those three don't really separate themselves too much. And I think Jalen Hurts is creeping up behind those guys. I might, like what Keyshawn Johnson said on my past video, I might put Jalen Hurts over a Joe Burrow. Maybe. It depends on how you evaluate stuff. Jalen Hurts find ways to win, game-winning drives, but Joe Burrow, he makes the throws. He's going to give you a lot of quote-unquote style points. It just depends on what you like. I like winning personally. I like the guy that can seal the deal, that keep us in the game, and I know if the ball is in his hands, the last drive, he's going to win the game. Yeah, I get that to Jalen Hurts over a lot of quarterbacks. Man. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hey, man, what do you think? How do you feel? Is Jalen Hurts top 5 or he's not? This is Eagle Al. I'm out.